developer and with a 28-unit house, which is they fell off Auburndale Builders.
You will no longer hear beeps until someone else joins the conference.
Architect. Greg Spalding, architect.
Christopher Haynes, architect, 2000 house consultant.
Russ Clement, architect, retired from Shepherd. Ed Poisio, Marcel Graff.
So I'm Paul Everkamp. I'm a passive house consultant and a remodeling contractor. It looks like the architects are outnumbered the builders. I don't know if you can read very much into that.
This is forward.
Hopefully you'll come down hard on Steve.
Okay. One of those. It's a laser.
So we have, we are having a board election. If you are a member, if you're a paid up member, you would have gotten an email, I believe. Is that correct, Steve?
Actually, send it to everybody.
Send it to everybody, okay.
Yes.
If you didn't get an email about the board election, talk to Steve, our presenter. Next month, we are going to have to change the meeting from the second Tuesday of the month to, I think, the third Tuesday, correct? Part BSA overbooked. It was just sort of a confusion. They don't do it very, this is the first time I've known them to do it, and they're very generous in letting us use the space for free, so I'm not complaining. I'm observing that the BSA overbooked. It's probably going to be June 21st. It's going to be June 21st. We haven't got the final confirmation from the speaker, but it's in all likelihood he'll be able to make it. The speaker's Craig Foley. We're going to be talking about passive house and high performance construction in general from a real estate, from a sales and appraisal. That's a pretty hot topic these days in the world of appraisals. How does the marketplace value high performance construction? Or I guess really the question is, does the marketplace value high performance construction? Craig Foley has some really interesting insights on that. We're also planning our fall symposium. We don't have the dates picked for that yet, but be on the lookout for that. All right, are you ready to start, Steve?
I'm ready to come up.
I'll let you self-introduce. Self-implode.
Hi everyone, Steve DeMetrick. I'm a builder in southern Rhode Island, and I'm a certified passive house contractor. Did the training about 2 years ago, and last summer we completed the first certified passive house in Rhode Island. It's the Demetrick house, right? Steve Basic, the back of the architect, and John Rodenizer was our CS frustrator.
Point it at Mike and then move the slide for you.
So try just pointing it here. Seems like it's responding. It's interesting. It's not advancing the slide. Okay, try again.
Thank you. It's okay.
Go ahead.
There we go.
It needed to be kicked.
All right. Other thing I wanted to say too is, as we go through the slides, please interrupt the questions. Much better at conversation than lecture. Project goals for our house. This was a very affordable project. Our construction budget was $282,000, not a lot, and it was absolutely 100% dictated by the bank and not by what it was we're trying to build. So that's it.
Good job, Mike.
There you go.
And next week, next month we'll talk about the appraisal.
All right, but anyway, 1,800 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. One of the major
So
goals
Steve, if you're down there, the microphone's over here. They're not going to hear much of anything.
Okay. We can hear you. We're good.
No, the people on the outside are not going to hear. No, the ones that are listening to this via GoToMeeting are not going to be able to hear.
Want me to stand together?
Try.
I'll stand in the back. I'll go from the chair. Okay. Yeah, can we go back to the full screen? Conversation. Yeah, I'll be in the crowd. Yeah. Who's talking? Hand it off. There we go. Yeah, so FIA certification was really important to the homeowner. And to get there with that budget, the other goals that Steve and I set as a team were simple construction details. And part of that for me as the builder, which was one of the big goals for me, was to figure out how can we build these things affordably so that so anybody could build them. Like, you just handed this off to a regular group of contractors. How can they do it simply? We lost it again.
Yeah, the problem is that we don't have. What a wonderful application. I just love GoToMeeting.
Yeah. So the other good thing is everyone on the group was committed to these goals. So that is always good when everyone's in alignment.
Oh, it wants to upgrade software. Yeah.
Was the construction budget, did that include site costs and like your
That's a good
overhead
question.
topic, or?
Yeah, that construction budget was from the day the excavator showed up until I handed them the keys. Yeah, full construction cost.
And it was for a client, not a spec.
Yeah, this is for a customer. Yep. And
Did they call you?
actually, I'll just go. Yes. Does it take to this arrow here?
Yeah. You mean that's not working?
No, it's not working again.
That's interesting. Let me try
Have
one
you,
more thing. I'll try again.
There we go. All right, there we go. So there's the funny slide. Yeah, $156 a square foot, and we almost did. I'll talk about that later, and that's what you get for $156 a square foot in Southern Rhode Island. That was supposed to be fun.
I'm trying to get rid of this just a second.
You seem to be in an eternal loop.
You want to run this?
No,
Oh,
I'm just making observations.
all right.
There we go. So this is the finished house. There's our finished house all completed. And basically, what I'm gonna do is to go through just the kind of walk you through our construction details so you can see how we got there.
It usually doesn't go this smoothly. So I'm glad.
Yeah. All right. Actually, this was first step we had. Actually, was dealing with the banks, and there's a monkey holding his ears onto his.
If only we could get this application. All right, let's try again.
There we go. And the real estate appraiser actually was the most receptive to it. So here we go. So basically, one of the goals originally was to build a friendly details. The excavation was all simple and basic. We didn't do any ground loops or any weird installation details under the slab. So the excavator had no idea what passive house. I don't want my excavator to have to know what passive house is. So that was very successful. And same foundation guide. All the details were straightforward. It was a simple frost wall, footing. The only odd detail was the brick shelf was inverted for insulation, which that's not a big deal for the foundation guys. This is a slab on grade house. That was one of the elements to make it affordable, was eliminating the basement. So we basically backfilled, compacted, and then we ran our crushed stone. That was the first layer in the assembly under the slab. And there's a little bit of a trench there. Yeah, right in here. That was for our sub-slab plumbing. My plumber didn't show up on time, so he had to bring a shovel. So our first layer, this is where we actually got to start construction. So our air barrier basically starts right on top of the foundation, and so basically we have a layer of brace, ice, and water shield, which you'll see later where that connects to where you're going into the slab. And sill seal and acoustical sealant, Tremco acoustical sealant was used under there for long-term, part of our long-term air barrier, and then regular PT sills. Here's the completed sills and evidence that the plumber showed up. And now we got into the sill was air sealed. That was all done. Now we just get into a regular standard framing. So there was nothing. This was all 2x6, 24 on center, kind of semi-advanced framing. I wanted to eliminate more headers than we did. But now we got into once the framing and walls were up, we got our air barrier was our zip sheathing. And this is where the actual craftsmanship comes in. We got our air barrier,
One element,
window sheathing. And this is that the people have, I think, hire a contractor that really cares makes a big difference. So our zip sheathing was 2 layers of Tremco acoustical sealant on all the edges of the sheathing. And we lost it again.
That's interesting.
There we go. So our zip sheathing was 2 layers of Tremco acoustical sealant. There we go. And then this, again, craftsmanship. A couple of things we did just because our zip was our air barrier. We routed all of our corners on the sheathing so that when you put the tape on, it actually sticks nicely. And the other issue we had, we were framing in the middle of winter. That was 2 winters ago, which was horrific. So the caulks were not setting nicely. So we ended up having to screw our plywood in certain areas just to get it to set in nicely. So it took a little longer, but definitely worthwhile. So our
Where exactly were you putting the acoustical sealant? Was it on like all the edges?
Yeah, all the edges of the plywood. So basically we have our bottom plate here, double bottom plate. We put two beads, 1 on each bottom plate, and then up the corner. And you can see it extends just past a little bit, so it captures the next sheet when we go to put that sheet. And then this is at the top plate. So there's our top plate coming across. And then so where we come up the side with the zip sheathing, and now we have to connect this to our air barrier in the ceiling. So we ran another bead across the top, and you can see there's a stripe here and a stripe there. Those are our 8-foot sections of a 3/4 inch top plate that we ran across. And you can see that here is 3/4 inch OSB that runs across and captures the bottom of the double stud wall, which you'll be able to see that later on as well. And then that's going to connect to our sheetrock in the ceiling. And then that corner is taped. And with this house, it was a pretty simple box-shaped house, but part of framing and air sealing at the same time is you have to be thinking about air sealing while you're framing. So in here we have...
Give me a second.
Oh, sure.
We're just going to quit this.